All right, looks like we are ready for third period action. Woo, cold in here, sorry if I'm shaking. We have Dara, Gargano, McLean, Miller, and Stella. Off the draw, it's going to come back to Miller. Miller chips it off the boards to Dara. Dara's going to push deep into the Cougar zone. McLean picks that up, doubles back. McLean, it gets popped away from him. Cougars come back. They're in the neutral zone. Miller is there. They mishandle it. That's offside. So face-off will come up outside the Canadian zone. Oh, sorry, guys. My voice is a little raw from cheering too loud last night. All right. So face-off coming up. We've got Miller and Stella, McShane, and Markowski. Off the draw, McShane pushes it forward to Keegan Stella. That new ice is proving to be a little sticky here. Markowski plays it back, trying to get it to Chase. Just a little too far. Chase Stella comes back the other way again. We got to be careful of that sticky ice. Chase brings it into the zone, poked away. Markowski plays it down low. Cougars pick it up. They go D to D, play it back. McShane tries to get it. They poke it forward. And now Hoyt gets a stick on that. Markowski steals that away. Markowski now. Back we come the other way. 3-on-2 picked up by McShane. McShane got his man beat. McShane. Yes! Woo! Beckett McShane goes top corner and ties this one up 2-2. Coming out for the Canadians, we have Kirkpatrick, Shepard, Gilbert, Scott, and Hoyt. And scramble off the draw there. The Cougars are going to play it deep. Hoyt's going to pick that up down low. Hoyt pokes it around, picks it up still, gets it through. Gilbert to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick in along the boards, comes back to Hoyt. Hoyt plays it off the boards to Scott. Scott tries to play it up. It gets jammed up in the skates there, comes back. Scott gets it back the other way, plays it over to Kirkpatrick. He's got real estate. Kirkpatrick coming through the neutral zone. Kirkpatrick drives towards the net. He's going to fire. Just save. Shepard tries to pick up the rebound. Kirkpatrick down low, still has it into the slot, back to Hoyt. Hoyt off a skate, pushes it back down deep. And Gilbert picks it up, comes back the other way. Are the Cougars? Shepard gets a stick on that. Kirkpatrick intercepts that. Back to Hoyt, to Gilbert, to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick shoots wide of the net. Goes down around the corner. Shepard trying to get a stick of that, and Gilbert pushes that back down deep. Cougars have it. Shepard tries to get a stick on it, comes back the other way. Now Kirkpatrick gets a stick on that, back to Miller. Miller fires it down, goes off the back of Kirkpatrick. Cougars get it into the neutral zone, play it back the other way. Miller's going to pick it up. He's going to fire it to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick plays it up to McLean, and he goes for a change. McLean down low. Cougars take it back. Play comes around the other way. That's Dara off the bench. Dara plays it forward. Dara getting rubbed out along the boards. Cougars have it in behind their net. Miller. And now good play there by Dara pressuring. Gargano has come out. That play gets up forward. Now Miller pokes that away. Nice poke by Miller. Plays it up, trying to clear it. Miller picks it back up again. Miller in behind. Comes back. Plays it off the boards to Gargano. Gargano's going to pick it up. Gargano to McLean. McLean. And that's offside. Just a step ahead of the play there. Face-off coming up outside the Cougar zone with Markowski, Stella, McShane, and Hoyt. Off the draw, Markowski gets that. He's going to push it deep. Down. That's Keegan Stella in along the boards. Chase Stella plays it back. Down deep. The Cougars pick it up. Markowski now trying to get a stick on it. Good play by Hoyt. That gets pushed forward though, and now Chase Stella trying to get there. They wave off icing. Chase Stella gets a stick on it. Now Keegan Stella, they play it back. Try the wraparound. It's in the slot. Shot saved by McFarland. Picked up by Keegan Stella, and it's kept in but picked up by McShane. And that's poked away again. And Hoyt still trying to get a stick on it. He does. He muscles it away, plays it over to Chase Stella. Picked back up by the Cougars. And right out into the slot, Markowski. Shot. That's a save by McFarland. But the rebound gets in. And just needed to clear those rebound opportunities in front of the net. Cam made some great saves there. So Cougars back up by 1. Coming out for the Canadians is Scott Paisley, Shepard, Kirkpatrick, and Gilbert. Off the draw, it's going to come back to Paisley. Paisley goes over to Scott. Scott up to Shepard. Shepard plays it over into Kirkpatrick now in behind. Kirkpatrick. That play right at the neutral zone. Shepard picks it back up. Shepard goes back the other way. Has Gilbert with him. Shepard plays it down low. Shepard poked down in behind Kirkpatrick now. Kirkpatrick gets a stick on that. Kirkpatrick muscling it back the other way. And now Shepard tries to pick it up. Shepard back the other way. Cougars go off the half wall. Gilbert, they're going to go high. That's going to be kept in by Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick comes back. Kirkpatrick has it poked away. Cougars come back the other way. And now Scott playing his man. They go back into the middle. Shot. That's high and over the net, but the rebound. Good job by Paisley. He's taken down. That goes back the other way. Gilbert picks it up. Gilbert trying to play it forward. Gets it to Shepard. Shepard. Now, that's poked away. Gilbert still has it. Shepard and Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick, what a move! Kirkpatrick! Yes! Woo! Woo! What a move by Corbin Kirkpatrick, as he goes by the D and ties this one back up 3-3. Just under 10 to go here in the third period, and it's threes across the board. Dara, McLean, Gargano, Stella, Miller to Dara, and offside. Face-off coming up outside the Cougar zone. Keep it going, Habs. Let's go. McLean back to Miller. Miller quickly over. Shot from the point. Dara trying to get there for the rebound. Miller in along the boards, plays it back down low. Gargano now. And Dara working hard. Dara, I don't know if that was Dara or Thomas. I think it was Dara. Dara to McLean. Slot! Yes! Woo! Cam Gargano with the feed from behind the net. What a snipe. What a snipe. Putting the Canadians up by 1. Coming out, we will see Markowski, McShane, Stella, Hoyt, and Scott. It goes deep into the Cougar zone. Canadians finding some jump in their step here. Markowski tries to backhand it out front. Goes off a Cougar skate, picked up by Markowski. Markowski driving towards that, just over the net. Picked up by the Cougars down low. Stella stolen away by Keegan. Stella to Markowski. Another save. That was a beautiful save by the Cougars. McShane to Hoyt. Hoyt fires. And glove save by the Cougars goalie. Cougars goalie has done well tonight with the number of shots they have faced. Off the draw, right back to Hoyt. Hoyt goes to Markowski. Markowski down to Stella. Stella driving towards the net, plays it back. Looking for the pass. It's going to get outside the zone. Hoyt's going to pick it up. Hoyt turns right to Markowski. Markowski, he doubles back, loses an edge. Going to a nice recovery by Markowski. Gets it to McShane. McShane. And poked away by the Cougars. They get it back. Shot saved by McFarland. Picked up down low. Cougars have it. Play it into the slot. Poked away. Hoyt picks it back up. Chips it forward. Cougars pick it up in the neutral zone. Markowski. And the Cougars come back the other way. McShane tries to get a stick on it. Hoyt now. Hoyt pokes that away. Goes down into the corner. Down low. McShane. McShane to Scott. Scott off the boards. That's out. Oh, that. Okay, they say it wasn't offside. Gonna come around the other way. That's Shepard who picks it up. Shepard trying to get it to McShane. And that's gonna be icing. So we'll head down into the Canadian zone. We've got Miller with Stella, Gilbert, Shepard, and Kirkpatrick. Off the draw, gets to Miller. Miller goes off the wall. Bouncing puck stays in. Back to Miller, though. Miller to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick plays it down, but it's going to be too far for icing. So we'll head right back down into the zone. Off the draw, it's a win. Miller picks that up, fires it over to Paisley. Paisley trying to get it to Shepard. Shepard plays it to Gilbert. Gilbert chips it forward. Met by a couple of Cougars. Kirkpatrick tries to get a stick on that. The Cougars have it in the neutral zone. And Shepard tries to get a stick on it. Miller does. Miller to Shepard. Back to Miller. Cougars have it once again. Paisley, though, is going to pick that up. Paisley has it poked away. Picks it back up once again. Plays it back to Miller. Yee! It's going to go to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick plays it forward to Shepard. Shepard plays it back to Gilbert. Gilbert back to Shepard. Shepard fires. Glove saved by the goalie once again. Face-off coming up in the Cougar zone. Under 6.5 to play here. We have Hoyt and Chase Stella on D. Up top, we're going to see Gargano, McLean, and Dara. And McLean's going to get kicked out. Gargano's going to take his spot. Off the draw. Cougars have it. And goes off. They go cross ice. Stella's there. Chase Stella picks it up. Plays it back, up off the glass, into the neutral zone. Good pressure there to keep it going the other way. Gargano almost had it. Hoyt pokes it away. Gargano trying to get a stick on it. Hoyt in along the boards. Dara picks it up. Dara gets it to Chase Stella. Chase Stella fires. Tries to fire. Has it poked away. Cougars pick it back up. Dara in along the boards now. McLean back out. Picked it up to Gargano. McLean poked away once again. Gargano picks it back up. Gargano back to Chase Stella. Fires off the post. Picked up. Gargano fires it back to Chase once again. Stella fires. And that's a save. Gargano rebounds. Ooh, that was close. Another one. And that's another goal! And I feel like it's Thomas McLean as he's first man through. So Thomas McLean adds another one to the board for the Canadians. Up by 2 with a... I have 5.5 to play. They have 5:44 to play, so we'll see. Off the draw. It's the Cougars pressuring into the Canadian zone. Scott goes back down low. Cougars have it. Poked away. Picked up. Play gets poked out by Markowski to Stella. Stella fires and save by the goalie. And we're going to get kicked out again. Stella will take the draw. Stella to Markowski. Markowski still has it. Down low. Out to Paisley. Paisley tries to get it to Scott. That's going to clear the zone. Scott doubles back the other way. Met by another Cougar. That's McShane pokes him off the puck there. Scott, Cougars get it back. They go back down low. Scott plays that around looking for Paisley. Paisley plays it up off the boards. Excuse me. Cougars, that goes off the side. Going to get played out. Picked up by Markowski. Markowski plays it over. Nice defensive play there by the Cougars player who slid across. Markowski's going to pick it back up. Markowski. And still muscling there along the board. Stella. Cougars have it down low. McShane and Stella trying to get a piece of it. It's going to go up the half wall to the Cougars. Markowski. They play it up into the neutral zone. Coming back the other way. That's going to get played away. Picked up by McShane. Surprised we didn't get a penalty called on that. That's going to be picked up by Stella. Stella, bouncing puck. And that comes back the other way. Poked away. McShane goes to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick, one man to beat. It's poked away. He keeps it in. Fires it over. One-timer. Just wide of the net. Going to be picked up by Kirkpatrick once again. He doubles back. Plays it down low to Shepard. Comes back to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick goes back to Shepard. Shepard trying to get it to Gilbert. Shepard, Gilbert working together. Comes back along the boards. They fire it down. Miller's going to pick it up. Miller goes to Gilbert. Gilbert through the neutral zone. Gilbert. Kirkpatrick goes on the line there. Gilbert pokes it away. Shepard gets it. Poked away again. And, oh my gosh, pile up. Kirkpatrick comes away with it. Goes to Hoyt. Hoyt fires it up to Shepard. Cougars gather it back up, though. Goes off the stick of Gilbert. Gilbert picks it up. And, Shepard almost gets a stick on that. Battling through is Dara. Bodies flying everywhere here with 2.5 to play. Picked up by Scott. Scott keeps it in. Scott has it poked away, doubles back. Scott, he's taken down. Bouncing puck. Scott comes back to Scott. McLean turns and fires. And, I thought that went off the netting, but no call. So Cougars coming back the other way. It's going to be picked up by Scott. Scott. Now Hoyt picks it back up, goes to Dara. Dara's gonna, off the skate of a Cougar. Dara trying to clear it out. Hoyt trying to clear it. Bouncing puck goes down. Cougars pick it up in behind. Scott trying to get a stick on it. They double back the other way. Dara gets a stick. Shot. Saved by McFarland. Picked up by Scott, sorry. They go back up top. Dara gets a stick on that. Blocked out front by Hoyt. Beauty play. Hoyt going to Gargano. And call is icing. I thought Cam got a stick on that, but Yeah, I think Craig's saying the same thing. Gargano got a stick on that. So face off, empty. So late change not being allowed to the Cougars. They do have the extra man on. They pulled the goalie. So extra attacker on for the Cougars right now. That shot comes back in behind the net. Stella, and that's going to go too far. And now Keegan Stella on the forecheck. And that's picked up by Keegan Stella. Stella to McShane. McShane to Stella. Stella. Oh, just can't turn on it. McShane. Markowski off a skate. Down low. Cougars pick it back up. Markowski has it along the boards. Markowski plays it down low. Now Paisley in along the boards. Last minute of play. And that's going to be play. Oh, it's wide of the net. Picked up by the Cougars. Last minute of play. They're playing the high guy. And they call. And I was going to say that should be icing. They say that they're arguing they touched the puck just like we argued we touched the puck earlier. So face-off coming up in the Cougar zone with under a minute to play. They're going to have to put their goalie back in. Off the draw, it gets played deep. Kirkpatrick comes back to Hoyt. Hoyt pokes that away. Shepard keeps it in. And now Kirkpatrick picks it up in along the boards. He's taken down from behind. Shepard gets a stick on it. Cougars coming back the other way. And that's poked away by Chase Stella to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick trying to get there for the empty net. Bounce back the other way. They're playing the high guy. Intercepted though. Comes back the other way. 23 seconds to go. Picked up by Kirkpatrick. He's taking the extra steps. Oh my God. He misses the net. Oh my God. Play down in the, that's Gilbert and Kirkpatrick. We got 5 seconds to go here. That's picked up by Hoyt. He fires it. Yeah! Buzzer beater. And that's there's 0.3 left. My clock ran out. Yeah, that's a win for the Canadians. Hard-fought win, especially after a questionable first period and most of the second. So 6-3 final score. Canadians take this one. We're back in action tomorrow morning at home at the Aiken Centre against the Caps.